Hi guys, good morning, or could be good evening, depending on where you are in the world, but anyway, good something. So today we are going to talk about Bloom's taxonomy, and Bloom's taxonomy, as you educators, teachers, instructional designers will be very familiar with, but maybe for some of you that are new to L&D, it might be something that you haven't thought about before. And Bloom's taxonomy is absolutely critical in understanding how we get people to learn things, okay? So like any good taxonomy, it is a road, it is a path, it is a map which allows us to understand the things we need to do, or to facilitate is a better word, for our learners in order for our learners to really understand something well, okay? So let's quickly take a look at Bloom's taxonomy, okay? Now this is something that you guys need to think about, whether you're doing face-to-face training or whether you're doing something online. You need to think about the functions that are happening to the learners at every single element of this taxonomy in order to ensure they are actually learning, okay? So when you're looking at this taxonomy, think about the learning technologies that you have at your disposal. Think about the way you currently do training and ask yourself this question: have I got all elements of the taxonomy in there to really drill that learning into our learners in the best, most positive way? So let's start at the beginning, okay? This is the basics of, teaching. Aristotle did it really well. Learning management systems, the first pieces of e-learning. This is the knowledge transfer, okay? So what we're doing is we are basically pushing that knowledge through videos, through documents, through assets, through face-to-face teaching, and we are getting our guys to our learners to receive that. Step one. And unfortunately, this is where a lot of learning management systems and learning technologies initiatives completely fall down, okay? So they only do step one, and there are how many stages? 6, okay? So they've only done 1. Next, comprehension. So comprehension is all about tests, it's all about assessments, it's all about questions. Some learning management platforms and, in the classroom, we give exams, we give tests. That's all well and good, okay? So we've done 2 of 6 stages. This is when the learning for the learner becomes a lot more interesting, okay, when they're allowed to apply it, okay, because suddenly, and I've got a video on this further down, theory of self-determination, this is when they are actually doing something with the learning. So they're doing role plays, they're doing learning games, they're basically showing how they're going to put this learning into action, okay? Once we get to phase 3, you've actually got some engagement from the learners, okay? It's not being done to them, they are part of the learning experience, okay? Let's say we want the learning to go even deeper. Then what we need to do is get them thinking about the problems, and we need to get them feeding back some solutions on that particular piece of knowledge, yeah? So as the theory of self-determination tells us, this is all about giving them the autonomy to solve some of the problems they're going to find in the learning, okay? And you can see how the more engagement we will get from learners, the further we move towards the top end of the taxonomy, okay? So hitherto, our learning technology has been focused out at the wrong end. What we need to do is push the learning technologies up so that we really are engaging our learners to solve problems, to take responsibility for this learning. The next stage, we're going to go even deeper. We're going to say, right, you've got this knowledge, you're now a subject matter expert. Now what I want you to do is mentor this knowledge and drive this knowledge into organisational culture so that we can make real impact. That's the evaluation stage. And then the final stage is creation. So this is really where we are giving full autonomy for them to create and build on that knowledge in order to make the world a better place, okay? So they are being made responsible for that knowledge and pushing that knowledge into the organisation so that they can really create a learning environment that others can be inspired to take part of as well. So I really hope that you will think about Bloom's taxonomy when you're rolling out training and when you're selecting a learning management system or any learning technologies, because if it doesn't have all elements of functionality which focus on Bloom's, then fundamentally you're making your life a lot harder. So I hope that helped, and look forward to seeing you again. Hi guys, my name's Juliette Denny, and I'm from a company called Growth Engineering. I hope that you enjoy these videos. I hope you give it a big thumbs up. I also hope that you comment and you give us some questions, because otherwise, how am I going to know what you want to learn about in future? So I want your comments and I want your feedback. And then most importantly, it would be really great if you could subscribe to the channel. And then when I'm delivering out new content, and hopefully I'm answering questions that you guys have asked me, you'll know when I post another video. So thank you very much. And thank you for being part of my learning tribe.